All you gotta do is just speak. One word is enough, and I'm no longer so rough. I forget what I was trying to say. I no longer do what I was gonna do, but you're no good for me. That's why me know I said me if it could flee. Me have to take away me say. Me have to take away me say. Me have to hide like a thief in the night. Me have to get out of sight. Me have to take away me say. Have to take away me self. I have to utilize I wings. Show the eye clean where I
Greetings, greetings, kings and queens. Welcome to another Real Stuff podcast. And today, it's the really current news coming out of Jamaica, the Caribbean, and around the world. And we have none other than Mr. Teddy Laidley, who is going to take us through the really current thing. I'll be linking up with Flavius in a few minutes. So if you're going to get your favorite tea, coffee, whatever drink that you enjoy this time of the morning, go ahead and get it. Or if you have to refill, go and refill. I'm going to do the same thing. So in the meantime, sit back, relax, and enjoy. But go and fill up. Whatever you got to do, go and get it done. I'll be right back.
Shorty, I a clean pair of heels. Through the door, take away ourselves. Ah, yeah, 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 yeah. Stand up on body, girl, let me take me ourselves. Yeah, take me ourselves. Stand up on body, girl, let me take me ourselves.
This is your very own sports, music, and lifestyle podcast with Flavius and Franco. Welcome.
Well, it's a new day, it's a new start.
Well, this one is a bombshell.
Praises rising from my heart. Lord, you've been so good to me. You woke me up today and I lift my hands to you in gratitude and I just smile. Starting my day with you, there's nothing else I'd rather do. 'Cause you give me the right start. Oh, you make me smile. Oh, you make me smile. day, it's a new start. So many praises rising from my heart. Lord, you've been so good to me. You woke me up today and I lift my hands to you in gratitude and I just smile. Starting my day with you, there's nothing else I'd rather do. 'Cause you give me the right start. Oh, you make me smile. Oh, smile. You make me smile. You make me smile with a bright star. Yeah, yeah. Oh. Oh, you make me smile. Oh, you make me smile. You make me smile. You make me smile with a bright star. Yeah, yeah. Oh.
You make me smile. Yes, the music of Miss Glacier Robinson. You Make Me Smile from a new album, Symphony of Surrender. Run, go get it on your musical platform. It's available right now. We have with us the one and only Flavius.
Morning, morning.
Oh, is
Morning,
everything?
Frank. Morning.
Morning, sir. Morning. Here.
Well, we have sunshine.
Huh?
I'm saying we have sunshine outside.
Likewise. Miami.
Yeah.
Enough sunshine so far. You know our weather unpredictable, so during the course of the day it might change.
Well, it's same as us. I'm expecting rain every day.
Mm-hmm.
It won't be all day, but some part of the day, a little rain will come, which suits me fine.
Let me ask you a question. The question is, which parish in Jamaica get the most rainfall?
Portland.
Which one second?
Probably second.
St. Thomas would be.
But I think the cockpit.
Would St. Thomas
Yeah,
fall in that?
the cockpit comes on. That part, I think, Mill race in the.
I'm not hearing my Flavius. We'll be linking back with Flavius in a few minutes. Let's fix up some technical difficulties. In the meantime, if you're just joining us, welcome to the Real Stuff Podcast with Flavius and Franco. I'm Franco, and we get him, ironing out some stuff with Flavius. Yes. And this month is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and also it is Domestic Violence Awareness Month as well. So support both of them. Support them. It's a worthy cause. We have Flavius back again on the line. Flavius.
Morning again. Yes, sorry about that. I am back.
With new pack.
Back with new pack is right.
Yeah, continue. We were talking about rainfall. So it's a Portland, St. Thomas.
Yeah, and I guess some parts of St. Elizabeth because, it's the cockpit countries that have one of the biggest water source in the island. And of course, we have the Black River, Wyeth Falls, lots of river down there. But St. Mary get a lot of rain. Like where I live, it's actually renamed Rainfield. And we are part of the Pencar water system.
Okay.
Yeah, the Pencar River, the Dry River, all of this come into one block, which provide almost all the water for St. Mary and elsewhere.
Okay.
Yeah, man, it is huge.
I see.
Of course, Portland have, the Rio Grande, and it have some smaller, you have the Spanish River. Lots of rivers too. Lots of rivers and waterfalls in Portland. But definitely Portland is where you will get the most rain.
All right.
Always raining.
Figure that. Well, that's why them call it the Green Parish. So evergreen.
Yeah, man, it's like where I live now, I mean, no matter what, you have drought and whatever, you can look and see spots, It's always green.
True.
Always.
True. Well, we know that for the last couple of weeks we've been talking about the crops in Jamaica, especially citrus fruits. Orange and lime, and those two seems to be getting smaller and smaller in size and
Yeah, I
also
don't
and
understand what.
also in quantity.
Yeah. Well, the size is all right because I mean the size is really related to the amount of water, the drought situation. But it's like we don't have enough. I don't know if people stop planting only the areas that have the big orange juice factory, like in Clarendon. Clarendon was always, and St. Catherine were always big orange places, and I think they still are.
Yes.
But the other parishes used to have their little orange all over the place.
Them
But I think that is a lot less now. Yeah, there is a lot less now.
them small.
Don't
Man.
know why. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Last year I saw some lime. I couldn't believe those were lime. Them small. You have to,
Yeah, and the orange them.
oh yeah.
That's the
I
problem.
never seen nothing big like before. Well,
Yeah. Yep.
so they other than the rainfall, they don't have these what they call it. They can't put in like get water from underground. Put in.
Yeah, you can get water. Yeah. But if you have enough rainfall, you need that.
No. I'm talking like the parishes were not getting enough water. So I know there's a water truck because I remember Mano used to tell me that up in St. Elizabeth there where they do the scallion, they used to have water truck that come through and supply them with water as well too.
Yeah, but it's not supplied. You have to buy it. Very expensive.
Whatever.
Sometimes the parish council. But I cannot see why there's a problem for water in St. Elizabeth. I don't, because you have the big Black River running right along there, biggest, longest river in Jamaica, and you have YS River, and you have quite a few rivers. We're just not transporting the water from the source to where the water is. We're just not doing that properly.
That's true.
We just set up a proper system where we can direct the water to the areas that need the water. Simple.
Okay.
Nowhere in Jamaica have water problem. Nowhere at all. But over the years, all you can hear, it can cost 1 billion. It can cost this, it can cost that. And yet, them taking all this money, them getting and doing some things that are not as critical. I think it's a matter of priority. We have to prioritize ourselves. I mean, there's no way that people in 2020 should not have water in their homes. Never. Should never happen. But somebody who knows about water and how much water we have. I mean, we have a lot of water. But water is one place. I mean, I used to work in Clarendon. And Chapeltown was a place that never had water. And real, probably the biggest river in Jamaica. And the people who live 2 feet away don't have no water. It's amazing. You can't cost that much to put some water up in some pipes and pump up to them in the field. I don't know.
Well, obviously it's a problem.
Planning. We don't.
It's planning
and management.
Exactly, that's what I was coming to. Management. Well, anyway.
Poor.
Anyway, let's move on. What you have for did you know today?
Okay, folks. We are embarking on a new journey today. And a lot of us know that the Caribbean, or if you didn't know, now you will know that Caribbean is a, a major destination for movies because of the natural beauty of the Caribbean. Movie makers, they see in their mind's eye a scene that they want, and the Caribbean, they can find a spot in the Caribbean to fit exactly what they want. And this has been going on for a very, very, very long time. Very, very long time that movie makers have been coming to the Caribbean to do their movies. At least next few days, we're going to take a look at some of these movies. Some you will know and know that they were done in the Caribbean. Some you won't. And some of these movies you probably never heard of. But we will take the next few days and try and, point out these movies that were done in the Caribbean. So we're going to start this morning with quite a few, but let's listen and hear what these movies are and a little about each movie. So, Alison, good morning. Please go.
I never knew that so many movies were filmed in the Caribbean. It blesses my heart and excites me to see that everyone is onto the fabulousness of the Caribbean. If you've never been to the Caribbean, maybe you've visited whilst watched one of these films. A film will never give you the same experience. So get your jet setter groove on and book a Caribbean getaway after you've checked out these movies filmed in the Caribbean. Pirates of the Caribbean. Yes, yes and yes. Captain Jack Sparrow wends his way through the high seas of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Dominica and Puerto Rico. So, when you're looking at that gorgeous blue ocean and thinking that it's so realistic and saying that it reminds you of the islands, you're right. Dr. No. The old Bond films were so iconic that it's no wonder the Caribbean played a major role in those scenes of tropical, lush forests and sparkling waters. We're shouting out all of Jamaica because the movie was shot at Dunn's River Falls, St. Anne and Ocho Rios. That's more than eerie. The Twilight Saga: Breaking Dawn. Although I've never watched a Twilight movie, I can appreciate the greatness of the movie and how much people love vampires. But, thankfully, there are no real vampires in the United States Virgin Islands where scenes from the movie were filmed. Jurassic Park. Dinosaurs and the Caribbean just don't go together. But for the producers of Jurassic Park, the Chavon River in the Dominican Republic was the perfect place to shoot after a hurricane affected the original site. Do you think that I might find a dinosaur bone in the DR? Splash. I've watched Splash a million times, not knowing that the beautiful, beautiful Bahamas was featured in the film. Who knew that a dude would find love with a mermaid, and that the Caribbean would be involved in it somehow? The Shawshank Redemption. Morgan Freeman is one of my favorite actors, but I've never watched this film. Who knew that St. Croix in the US, Virgin Islands, was the final scene of the movie? This should be a treat for Caribbean jet setters looking for little-known movie sets in the islands. Casino Royale. Another Bond flick makes it to the list of movies filmed in the Caribbean, thanks to Bond's love of the Bahamas. Even though you may have been told Bond was in Montenegro, many of these scenes were right here in the Caribbean. Bond believes it's better in the Bahamas. Bad Boys 2. Picture this, Marcus and Mike are tied up in an ecstasy ring that involves some really bad dudes. At one point, Sid, Marcus' sister who is dating Mike on the down low, is kidnapped by a Cuban drug lord and taken to Cuba. Or so we thought. The Cuban scenes in the film were actually filmed in Puerto Rico. Cocktail. This movie was a new one for me because I've never heard of it. A very young Tom Cruise is a bartender who takes a bartending job in Jamaica to save some money. However, his stay was not rosy and his life took some unforgettable twists and turns. GoldenEye. Pierce Brosnan was one of the coolest James Bond actors of all time. The final scene features the world's largest single-aperture telescope. And guess where that is? At the Arecibo Observatory in Arecibo, Puerto Rico. Into the Blue. Into the Blue is a 2005 film that starred the late actor, Paul Walker. It was shot in the Bahamas and involved filming with live sharks. It was reported that the film crew wore protective gear during filming, but the actors were unprotected. How Stella Got Her Groove Back. How Stella Got Her Groove is one of those unforgettable movies filmed in the Caribbean. I can still remember how Stella was swept off her feet by a dude named Winston. What's better than a Caribbean getaway that ends up with love? Why Did I Get Married To? In Why Did I Get Married To, the four couples that we fell in love with in the first installment take a much-needed relax and revive vacation to the Bahamas. However, there was more than the rest on this island getaway. Flipper. One of the memories of my childhood was watching Flipper, a movie and a series about the relationship between a boy and a dolphin. The 1963 movie was filmed in the Bahamas, but the storyline takes place in Florida. Swiss Family Robinson. The 1960 installment of the Swiss Family Robinson was filmed in the tiny island of Tobago. The plot of the movie features a family that was chased by a band of pirates during a storm, and then became shipwrecked on an uninhabited island. The Old Man and the Sea. The Old Man and the Sea are another one of those classic movies filmed in the Caribbean. Set off the coast of Cuba, the film features the story of an old fisherman who, after going 84 days without a catch, lands the catch of a lifetime. Island in the Sun. Barbados is a true Caribbean island in the sun. I am Alison Goodness with Did You Know for the Real Stuff podcast.
Yes, so in case you didn't know, now you know. Movies that have been filmed in the Caribbean. Flavius, how many of these movies have you seen?
Not many of those. Not many of those. I have seen Pirates of the Caribbean. In fact, I actually went on the set of Pirates of the Caribbean in St. Vincent. Yeah.
Okay.
And it's a little beach area, the sea coming in and rocks. And
So did you get to see Johnny Dent?
Yeah, I saw that too, yes, yeah. No.
You never see the actor
No.
Johnny Dent, okay.
No actors were there when I went.
Oh, okay.
They weren't shooting at that time. But I went and looked at the set and the place and whatever.
Okay. On the list, I think I've seen maybe about four of those movies.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I've seen maybe about four.
I have seen all the Bonnie.
All the band. Okay.
Dr.
Golden Eye and all that one too.
Yeah, all of them. Yeah.
I've seen Pirates of the Caribbean, Dr. No, Jurassic Park, Splash,
Yeah.
the Shawshank Redemption, Casino Royale,
Okay,
Bad
yeah.
Boys, 1, 2, Cocktail, Golden Eye. Yeah, that's about how Stella got her groove back. Wow, Flipper.
Yeah, I saw that too. Yeah.
Swiss Family Robinson. I used to watch that, you know.
Oh yeah.
So I've seen
All of those movies, yeah. Apparently, we have seen a lot of those.
Yeah.
But all of those movies, we had no imagination that those would have been shot in the Caribbean.
Well, I know about Cocktail, but I never know about,
Yeah.
I know about Cocktail and Bad Boys, part of Bad Boys. I know about the scene, the Cuba scene was shot in Puerto Rico. I know about that at the time. But
Yeah.
the rest, and Stella got her groove. I know that was shot also in Jamaica.
Jamaica, yeah.
But the rest, it was like news to me.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
It was like news,
So tomorrow we're gonna have some more because apparently there's a lot, there's a lot that we don't know about, and some we know about. Some of the popular ones, some of those will come tomorrow. The Smile Orange and the other they come.
Club Paradise
Caribbean.
too. Club Paradise.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Dr. Doolittle.
It's funny when you mention Smile Orange because that I saw that movie at Carib Theatre in my early teens. And listen to me.
Yeah.
We went on a school. It was a school movie. Our school
And they
took
said
us.
laugh.
Man, we laughed till we bust up, man. But seeing it in the later years, it don't look that funny. When I seen it back it don't look that funny. I don't sound that funny.
But it was funny though.
It was funny in the first, the first stages when we saw it back then. Yeah, it was really funny. Smile Orange. And then Club Paradise, that have me cracking up. With the tourists who came and he want a smoke, and he got more than what he could bargain for. Well,
the best part of that is when the Rastaman and them camp are to Jah. Man throw out the whole bale of ganja and Jah right in them lap. That's anti-impunity.
I think a couple of those movies. There's a few movies. I don't know. I will tell you tomorrow about them where people can watch some of these movies because some of these movies are actually available to watch free on YouTube. Not all of the names that we call out this morning, but there's a few that may be on your list tomorrow that can be seen on YouTube. Maybe some people can rent them, but YouTube is carrying a lot of stuff now. Likewise, we are on YouTube live and direct. So for those of you just joining us, welcome to the Real Stuff Podcast. We're gonna be linking up with Teddy in a few minutes. Forget some of the really current news coming out of Jamaica, the Caribbean, and some part of the world as well. So in the meantime, what should we play this morning? We're going to play another gospel song. We get gospel music to you this morning. I'm going to take another one from the album of Miss Glacia Robbins this morning. And I hope you like it as well as how we like them. So one more from Symphony of Surrender. And this one, which one you want to hear, Flavius?
Just give me, just surprise me, man.
Just surprise me. All right.
Yeah, because all of them are nice, so it don't make a difference, really.
All right, here you go. Here you go, boss.
Whenever I'm feeling low and I don't know where to go, I can always run to you. Whenever I'm feeling sad, you make me feel glad. Lord, I run to you. Whenever I'm feeling low and I don't know where to go, I can always run to you. Whenever I'm feeling sad, you make me feel glad. Lord, I run to you. Oh, to you. Oh, 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 Lord, I run to you.
Pada 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 pa pada puru puru. Yes, sir, the Real Stuff Podcast, Flavius and Franco. Yes, Flavius. So, for my listeners, my viewers this morning, we're giving Teddy some time to get to the office and to give us a call, and we can get into the really current news. But in the meantime, Flavius and I gonna chit chat a little bit.
About real current stuff too.
Exactly.
I am seeing that Jamaica is in serious. Not Jamaica alone, but Jamaica. Let's talk about Jamaica now. And probably the rest of the Caribbean. In that sports going to be prohibited right now. Like we had a few weeks ago, we had the Caribbean Premier League cricket. But that was for a short duration, and that was easily managed in a bubble. Because they have about 16, and let's say everybody have 20 people, plus officials. That could be controlled in a bubble very easily. Now, if you have 12 teams and you go over a 7-month period, the bubble don't work for you. Because the cost alone, and they're asking the players to be away from their families for 7 months. That, I think, is a major problem. They're going to start the league and run it without a bubble, which is an even bigger problem. Because the players playing and then going home to their family. Kids not going to school physically, so that cut out one of the sources of infection. But the wives and girlfriends and whatever are going to work also. So the level of possibility for exposure is much greater. And how you going to manage the testing? Are you going to be testing? First, you'd have to have a quick test system, like a 15 minutes or half an hour or whatever. So everybody will be tested before a game, after a game, and the way themselves, how how the testing can be traumatic. Asking a player to be tested before he starts the game, it will have a serious impact on the players. So I don't know how they can manage it, especially since they don't have have a lot of money. Any route you take can take you a lot of money to have it done. And they must get television playing a part, a serious part, because they can't play with spectators. That's the other thing. Can't play with spectators.
Well, you see, let me say something. You see the sports them where you just mentioned, like soccer or football, American football, soccer, baseball. All of those sports are hard to put guys in a bubble. Maybe it can done with baseball because baseball actually play like every night. A team can play a game today and then go back to play tomorrow night as well. But for the team like soccer and football, those are play like mostly on the weekends and on Mondays.
Yeah.
Or midweek, you might have a game midweek, depending on the fixtures. So those.
But baseball is not a contact sport.
It doesn't really matter. People still can carry it, so it doesn't really matter because what they did in the basketball tournament that just finished last night, they keep them in a bubble in a state, one state, and they rent out like 4 to 5 hotels and have all the different teams from where they left off after when the pandemic started, and every player get tested coming in, and you cannot come out of the bubble. Once you come out of the bubble, you might not come back in. Because for you to be tested again, you're going to have to under quarantine for another 14 days. And, that might put pressure on your team, etc. But they did it because I think 1 or 2 players violated. One was sent home because he got infected. And the other one, they kept him under quarantine until it proved that he was negative and put him back in the bubble. So they just finished it last night. In the playoff, they didn't accept no family members or friends until when they get down to like the conference finals. That's when they bring in family members. And they too had to be tested to come in. So, as you mentioned, television rights, etc., play a major part, because that's where the money made from, television. So, seeing it with the soccer, it's very difficult because they're having problem right now in England and other part of Europe to get this under control. I mean, the clubs them have a protocol that they follow, and really making sure that they test their players on a regular basis, especially when they have a game coming up. I've seen behind the scene with Liverpool going to play Chelsea, and the protocol that they followed was very rigorous. So it can be done, like say maybe in the final stages of the tournament, but when it comes to the preliminary part of it, it's going to be very difficult.
You see, putting a bubble is one thing, but we don't have that.
Mm-hmm.
That is the problem. Our leagues don't have the money to afford a bubble.
Mm-hmm.
That is a major problem. Guy can take a lot of money to rent hotels and all these things. Not to mention transportation. And people are playing all over Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be very difficult.
No, well, that's the thing. They need they have to identify a location.
No, but to ask to ask somebody to live away from the family for 7 months. That's a long time.
Depends, you know. Because if you
It's a
get
long.
if you're getting paid for the sport, if it's a profession where you know so that's where your money earning come from, then you will do it. You understand me? You will get it
Yeah,
done.
but
But
I don't.
it's
I
different in
don't have a
Jamaica.
clue
It's
what the
different in
payment-
Jamaica.
Yeah, I don't know what the payment system is,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't think they'll get enough that amount of money for that to work.
It's totally different in Jamaica. I am thinking that it
Oh,
could
yeah.
have been done for schoolboy football in the Costa Cup, the rural, because some of these schools have what you call it, boarding facilities.
Not enough of them. Not enough of them.
But
Not
I
enough.
figure it could be done with the schools.
Very few.
I figure
Very
it can be
few.
done with the schools. Because if you see how they do it in the Premier League, like 2 days before the game, the players have to be together and they get tested and things like that. So 2 days, they host them for 2 days, and then
Yeah, but remember, the schoolboys have to go classes.
No, I'm not. I'm talking. I come off for them already. I should have tell you. Sorry, I come off for them already. I'm just talking about the football in general. If they're gonna do it, and making sure that the players that go home and when they come, they test them. They'd have to host them for maybe a day or two, and as you said, they don't have the money to do that. They don't have the money to do that. It's a risky chance. It's a risky chance because even the American football is the same thing they're doing. Players go home and come back in. I don't know. I have to find out how that run.
That don't make any sense to me.
I know they're just bringing some new measures, some new rules that if you're on the sideline and you're not playing, I know it go for the college football as well. You have to have on a mask.
Wow, yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
I have seen that. Yeah.
The coaches, the coaching staff are wearing theirs, but the players weren't. So they just bring that in now. So once you're on the sideline, as soon as you come off, they encourage the school to make the players start with put on a mask as well. I know it's dread, and I think maybe those masks have to be disposable. Because you can't have on your mask and take it off and, put it down. You don't know who might pick it up, So it has to be the disposable ones. The sports get a beating for now, so.
The other factor is that a lot of people are out earning now. Like the referees, and the referees and the groundkeepers, all kind of people are out of work, basically.
Tomorrow I give you an update. I'm going to check it out today, find out how the NFL and college football, what's the rules, what's the protocol that they are taking to make sure that, players, coach, and other members, are not infected or affected.
I don't see any way how that can work, because American football is a direct hug-up game,
That's why I said I'm going to check it out to see what kind of what's the procedure. I'm going to check it out to see what's the procedure. I know the baseball. I heard something about it. I don't want to say it because I'm not sure. So I have to check it out later and make sure that tomorrow I pass on the right information.
Baseball is much easier because it is not a contact sport like tennis. That is very easy.
But remember, they sit down. Remember, they sit down together in the what they call it, clubhouse. The dughouse. Everybody did this a cough, a chew, a spit, a do all kind of stuff. So
Yeah, but them can always social distance them. You
Oh,
know.
you ever see the doghouse yet? Nah, not in the doghouse.
Yeah, them no change that part of it, so you don't have that.
Them not changing nothing. I've seen a couple of the games them lately because Miami Marlins was in the what you call it, like a wild card game playoff. So I've
Okay.
seen, and there's no such thing as social distancing. Trust me. Not even I don't even see some of them are wear masks. I see man a smoke all them cigar and all them thing there. Come on. I have to find out because I think the team is kept together. I think the team is kept together. Yeah, I think the team is kept
Yeah.
together, but I don't know about if it's a bubble they're playing in or what. But I know the team kept together. Because that's over, that series over for them now, so they're no longer, playing for nothing again.
Yeah.
But the basketball league, it was well done. I applaud them. I applaud the NBA. I applaud them. They did it really good. So in the meantime, I give you an interlude of music. Then we're gonna see if we can get back with Teddy.
Well, this one is a bombshell. I wish that you were the man in my life. I would like to take you to my home to be with me forever. I really love you, baby. Really love you, baby. Want you forever. Really love you, baby. Really want you, baby. I wish that you were the man in my life. I would like to take you to my home to be with me forever. I really love you, baby. Really love you, baby. Want you forever. Really love you, baby. Really want you, baby. Love I will give you is so powerful, so special. Under your skin it will flow through your veins. My love's insane. This love I give, I just can't stop. I just can't stop. It's in your face, even when you turn your back. And just like a magnifying glass, the heat that I transmit will melt your heart. Oh, I wish that you were the man in my life. I would like to take you to my home to be with me forever. Really love you, baby. Really love you, want you forever and ever. Really want you, baby. Really want you, baby. Whoa, whoa. Ooh, forever and ever. Yeah, yeah. I know you're
wondering why my love is so strong. It's 'cause I see something in you pushing me on. The day you try to chase my love away is when you know my love was meant to stay. This love I give, I just can't stop. It's in your face, oh yeah. When you turn your back, I wish that you were the man in my life. I would like to take you home with me forever. Oh, really want you, baby.
Want You Forever, the music of Miss Pam Hall. Flavius, let's talk
Yes.
about the back to school and the progress with the internet.
Well, like I was saying, as of last night, listening to the news, I have not heard anything that says that we have made any progress. And I'm saying that the school should have been open in September and they postponed it to October. So over a month, we know that, well, long before, from June, we know that there were problems. And come September, we couldn't start because there were more problems. And within that time, from June to now, something should have been put in place to be ready, so we could be ready for the school reopening. We are not ready. In fact, I think it's worse than that. I think that nobody went out and did a proper research of what are all the problems. People, these politicians over the years, they are working blind. They're working with what they are thinking. They don't go out and do proper research, proper survey to see exactly how many kids live here, how many schools are here. Like I tell people, I mean, Enfield have 6 schools. 6 schools, and I don't think they even know that. We should not open school with this level of preparedness or lack thereof. Because what is happening is we are going back to the old days of underdeveloping most of our human capital. You have children who have computers at school. They have all kind of devices at home. They have broadband, high-speed internet. And you have the other set that nothing near internet service pass close to them. In fact, there are people in some places in St. Thomas where the flood came, the rain came from the hurricane passed. Because they say you probably can pick up some lessons and workbooks. They can't even do that. Because they are now cut off by the road. Physically cut off, physically cannot leave their home. I think the telecoms, there must be some stronger argument with them, or go and get some other people That would be my
But
thing
I
to
thought
get.
that was what was on the table that they were bringing in
No,
wasn't that you said during the campaign they said they're going to bring in a company and
mm-mm.
and they're going to
no, no,
be able to sell other people who wanted to buy.
no. The government said that they guarantee high speed broadband everywhere. They didn't say anything about bringing in a company
And then how are they going to get broadband high speed internet everywhere? Not
because
from the carriers there.
no, but the National Work Agency is setting up a broadband fiber network.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't heard a word about that in any of the announcements by the minister or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They have or well, the last word I heard that they have set up their broadband network. They have hooked into some other people along the way, and that is up. That should be up and running. And then for the places that are way out, they would engage the cable networks. But I haven't heard anything else about that, if that is in place. Because every I mean it is really bad, you know. They have done a few things, but they haven't the problem for the most part should have been solved in August. When I'm thinking about election and all these things, these are the things that they should be working on. And of course, if you're in the computer business like me, you know that you cannot just implement things like that. You have to implement and test before you put it out there to the public.
Mm-hmm.
So we are not even in the
Them need to call you. Them need to call you for be an advisor, man.
them don't call nobody, them don't listen to anybody. Them just have them thing and them a do them thing.
Everybody
That-
want the praises, you know.
That is the problem. I would hope that starting January,
Mm-hmm.
they could start on a good footing.
Let's see if we can get Teddy.
I don't expect them anything to happen for the rest of this year. Anything really positive. Would love for it to happen. As they say, you hope for the best, but you prepare for the worst. Right now, I'm preparing for the worst. Yeah, see if we get Teddy.
Keep hope alive. Yes, Teddy. Morning, sir.
Morning.
Yeah.
Was weekend?
Oh, was what?
How was your weekend?
Oh, my weekend was good, man. Really good. Really good.
Okay.
Really good. Can't complain.
It's so good that you live to see today.
Oh, yes.
It was that.
Exceptionally.
God, why?
As a flavor, so that's the top of the line, you know, it was top of the line.
Okay.
So yours was good. Yours was good too.
Well, I put it this way: I outlive it,
Mm-hmm.
and I take on another week again.
Oh, good, man. You take on another week. That's good. That's good. Mhm.
Yeah. Another week to see what the world is offering us this week.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like I tell a friend of mine that nature don't need us. We need nature.
Yeah.
Because if all human being is taken out this world, nature will go on. Building will be covered by the shrubberies, the trees, and the vine.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nature will take them over.
That's true. That's true.
So, we miss the opportunity every time to live in harmony with nature. Just, just like what we were talking about last week, we're putting in the concrete and we're putting in the asphalt, and then complain about we having water situation and global warming, and we're not working in harmony with nature.
It's true, man.
So we put on the asphalt and it attracts so much heat. You know, what I mean, it uses up so much heat on Earth here because you know it's reflective and all of that. So people don't realize that we must constantly work in harmony with nature, and the same we should do in terms of our diet.
That's
You
true.
know, it's interesting to see, you know, how our health is racing against time. You know, the obesity and all the illness, and even looking at the present situation with the COVID, that it affects our respiratory system. You know, because first of all, we're not learning how to breathe properly,
True.
and then the air that we are taking in, you know, the quality of the air again. That's another topic of discussion. All right?
There's so many
And
things, because some people start look at their health due to the pandemic right now. That's when some people realize how unhealthy they are. You know.
there you go. And as a matter of fact, because of the pandemic again, a lot of person's health has improved because we were taking off the rat race for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
That getting up in the morning, it's not even giving God thanks for another day, rushing into the traffic, get outraged because we're late for the office, and our emotional health was affected. And you tell people the biggest health for us, emotional and mental health. We have seen it. There are persons who look physically well, but they are mentally off.
That's true.
And so you have to make sure that your mental health is on par.
Absolutely.
You know,
In agreement
yeah,
with that.
you
Because
just
some
yeah, go
people,
ahead.
as you say, some where the COVID make a lot of us realize that we were moving too fast. We get up in the morning and we don't send up prayers. We don't even give thanks for see a new day. And our eating habit was way off the chain and things like that. We are eating healthy food and we are grab this, grab that. So for a couple of months, there's some people were indoors, not working. They realize, oh my God, I was on a train about to crash.
Yes, yes. So the health is what is important, and as you rightly said, a lot of people get a chance now to say, hey, what this I was doing all this time. The quality of spending with family. Persons get a chance to rediscover others. Some hobbies came out, especially in the visual arts. Some people to do something that they wanted to do. As a matter of fact, I can attest to that. There were some things that I had to do for a long time, and every weekend I put it off because the usual thing happened, as you mentioned. You were there going to the work for the whole week, coming home on Saturday, trying to do some domestic, trying to go to the supermarket, pick up a few things, Sunday, here for the following week. So you never get a chance to do it. And I can tell you, the COVID did give me a chance to do some serious spring cleaning. And it contributes to my mental health, my environment that now surround me, bring about happiness within. Right? So,
Yeah, man, it was a wake up call for a lot of people. Absolutely was. So
yeah, man.
we'll go up, we continue doing what we know is the necessity, for make us having a good mental state, you know, we can also take care of the environment because if you know, I know you hear about the California what you call it, fire. Oh, all of these fires been, and every year is the same thing, and it seems like they're losing more acres and acres of land mass every year. In fire, people lose them property, them life, etc. And they're still not doing anything about it, to minimize it as best as they can. This should have been something that, rectified from 15 years ago.
All they have to do is simple. Stop the forest and put nature there. Put the sheep, put herds inside there. So a lot the fallen trees, a lot of things that become combustible have been removed. It go back to what we always said on the program, common sense, You don't just use it. It's just like, for example, I just staying away from the topic. I saw a video over the weekend on Facebook where this police officer was patrolling the night and he saw a store with 3 persons inside there, and let us identify 3 black persons inside there, and they knock at the glass, and then the gentleman come towards the door, open the door, and ask and say good night, and they ask, what is he doing inside the store, and if it's his store, the whole thing, and so one of the persons asked, is the person, the store owner, was difficult to police? And a lot of people make comment and give the store owner the negative in terms of he should have comply and identify himself and all of that. And I'm saying to myself, if you make an assessment of the situation, right? You make an assessment before you make a judgment. First of all, one of the persons was then the cashier, so that was a computer that was turned on. He was leaning against one of the stall or something like that, and he was talking to me. So it's clearly that all 3 persons were having a conversation. You look at their mode of dressing, right? They look at their mode of dressing. So it's clearly indicated that these persons in the store, maybe just like an owner, you have a full-time job, and then you have a store on the side. Now, for me, all I'm saying, make an assessment. The minute he walked, when the police said that he saw the police at the door, I am saying, as a police officer, the gentleman did not go into his pocket to take out the key. The keys already in the door. So and that would have really indicated to me that this person is their business. Because in a business, when your employee are in a body leave, the first thing you do as a business person is to put the key into the door so you don't have to search for it when you're ready.
Exactly.
To leave. No, the minute I saw he come to the door, right? Turn the key and turn the lock. It's a clear indication that this person has something to do with the business. They are saying that it could be that they were robbing the business. Why would they be robbing the business? Standing talking. Understand? You would have dressed a particular way, so therefore to conceal your identity. Right? These persons will look like they were they're in guards that show that they're doing business elsewhere. And so sometimes your common sense is just like we said, you look at the forest thing, you look at it and say, well, boy, okay, fine. Here what is happening. This is happening everywhere. Right? You know absolutely. Why not then say, let us build a reservoir?
Yeah.
And tap something inside there, because the biggest problem is water. Extinguish the fire when it starts. right? So you would have either put in a sprinkler system in place,
Mm-hmm.
right? So therefore, in the event of a fire, right, it trips and the sprinkler system come in place. So if we can sit here and think about that, you mean the power that we can understand to say, well, okay, fine, let us do something about that. Let's look at rainwater harvesting within that era because at some point rain got to fall.
You can make some man-made lake. That's all you have to do, make some man-made lake around it.
There you go. And so therefore, when it happens, you attend to it immediately. You know, it's just funny how you
It's
they
just
always
it's
say,
just they want money to squander and do whatever they're doing and make it look like every year this is just happening because people errors by having what you call it doing gender reveal party or somebody throw a matches and it never out properly, things like that they figure happen every year. But it can't just be by just the sun, the heat of the sun ignite all of these leaves alone and it's a start a fire and burn out how many acres of land. It has to be other things.
why you notice it's always a particular time it happens.
Every
That,
summer.
so you know it happened a particular time. Why don't you then prepare for it? It's just like, for example, recently in Jamaica, they put a bridge out in St. Thomas. And a little man, right, when the bridge was opening, he said, look, the bridge, the way all the bridge set up is not going to work. When rain comes down, it's going to be destroyed. And they say to him, the powers that be, oh, why don't we give it a chance to see how it works? So said, so done. As the shower of rain come on the bridge washer. Do you understand? So just a little man, sometimes the little man listen to what the people on the ground are saying because they are the ones that interact with it every day. It's just like I cannot tell somebody who take the bus to work how it feels to be on a bus because you drive to work. There's certain things that have to be put in place first to deal with things on a daily basis. You don't. So therefore, you cannot address my problem because you're not a part of my problem. And to put forward a solution that doesn't complement or doesn't deal with the, I should say, can't deal with a problem.
As I
So
was
yeah, for me. And you didn't ask me how it's going to affect me.
which bring me to what I was asking Flavius this morning about the progress of the internet in terms of student working online at home, if anything have been implemented to what you call it, upgrade the system.
No, the thing about it, just like nobody else, we have to face the reality. Nobody was prepared for it. And so, therefore, what was happening in place? This is my opinion. Again, if, for example, the Ministry of Education is going to go ahead and say that we are going to do a virtual school, I would have imagined that you would have called the service provider to a meeting, right? And say, here what I think is going to happen. We are going to go virtual school. Can you handle the problem? You cannot go ahead and make a decision and the other parties involved are not aware. So the question now you ask, has the system been upgraded? No. Do you understand? It go back to the same point we said, come to the table with me. Sit down with me. Put a timeline on the thing. To say, okay, fine, we have the next 3 months or 4 months. If there is no finance, we look at it and say, how better you're going to finance this? As a government and a private sector joint partnership to move forward. right? Or we can say, let us do it on a phase basis because maybe the bulk of my revenue from telecommunication must have come from the corporate world, right? The metropolitan. So I wasn't developing the rural areas because I don't generate much revenue there. So what it means that okay, fine. The metropolitan areas that should have been the tourist sector, the Montego Bay, the Otorius, Kingston, St. Andrews, and Castle.
Mm-hmm.
When you look at it, St. James, St. Anne, Kingston, St. Andrew, St. Catherine. So out of the 14 parish would have, I just said, 9 would have left.
Mm-hmm.
Then we look at it. We would have looked at it and said, okay, fine. How best now can we now do a phase basis, or what could then we substitute, or what could we put in place for the rural parishes?
Uh,
So
I was asking Flavius, and Flavius was saying that so far he have only heard that they had mentioned they had he saw a forum, something like that they had on TV a couple of days before school open, and him says like all of them lost.
no, but the question is, why couple days before school? That's in my board of contention.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know from June. You know from June the whole problem, and nothing was done. Nothing at all. Still not done.
You know, boy, you want more. Hmm?
Well, the minister of what? What you call it? What you call it again? Flavius was the minister of education, right? They are the ones now. She's the one who's supposed to be, putting things into place.
No, but hold on. Check this out. You hear the problem now.
Mm-hmm.
For a couple months, well, you did not have a minister of education.
Okay.
You had somebody active,
Mm-hmm.
and then you make an appointment,
Mm-hmm.
right? Now, the question I ask, if the person were active and then appointed within the position, and you know all of this, now from September, the election took place, right? And then you appoint a new minister. How it looked to me is that this new minister get baskets to carry water.
Except Teddy,
Mm-hmm.
except in a system like we have, the minister does not and is not expected to run the ministry.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's a permanent.
The technicals who are there day in, day out, they should be doing the work. You don't wait for the minister to come fit to know what to do. You already know what to do. Permanent secretary is in charge of the ministry.
Yeah,
So
which I agree.
it boils down to management again at all levels.
Yeah, which I agree because as you rightly said, when leading up to the election, the country was running without the ministers.
Yeah.
So what did tell you? What did tell us that we don't need them?
No, we don't. The ministers need to collect money and go up on TV. The technocrats is the one that run things. Permanent secretary is in charge of the ministry.
But
And they know the problem. They know what we have. The telecoms know. And I agree to tell you, they should have a serious heart-to-heart talk with the telecoms and say, put the thing on the table. what can you achieve in this time? What can we get from you? If we can't get what we want, we go and we put out a tender for other people. So we can get additional things done. But
Yeah, because nobody was prepared for this. So we're not playing the blame game. Nobody was prepared for this. So okay, fine. No, let us solve this problem. That's all we're saying.
of course,
And
you can't blame nobody. But you know the problem with enough lead time to have it fixed. Or even if you don't have it fixed, Franco, even if you don't have it fixed 100%, you should be further than where you are now. You cannot be at the same place in October that you were in June.
Me blame the Prime Minister too, because he have been talking about this for months. And he should be spearheading this along with the ministry that's in charge.
no. Hold on, Franco. Let's look at it from an organizational structure, right? You run an organization. Yes, I agree with you in the sense that okay, the buck stop with him. But when you delegate certain things to be carried out, you want to make sure you're not going to what you call it micromanage or macromanage over everybody's shoulder. But you take the work to be carried.
The problem is that the acting minister is the one that should have done the work. This new minister just come, she can't do nothing in 2 days. The man who was acting for this long time, he was the one in June to call the meeting with the telecoms and say what we need. This is where we have to go. Where we have to go. What is required because we have to get it done. But a country people, it's not important.
Yes, no, because I think something. There are two students by my house, right, with the tenants, and this is what happened. They attend a school in rural Jamaica, and they are unable to get internet connection. And person who is a tenant by the house is their aunt. So their mother in the rural parish send them to Kingston for them to continue their education. That should not be the case.
Because of the uses of internet is not strong.
Of course.
No, the reason why I call out the Prime Minister,
But Franco, what up, Franco? It's not that it's not strong, It's not that it's not strong, more than half of Jamaica don't have none at all. That's the problem. None.
And then goes with a mother who's using her cell phone or a computer, one computer in the household to be shared by a mother who's now told to work from home, right? You have to look at priority. Is my job a priority over your school? Not to be a priority because this is my job that going to pay the bill. That is my job that is keep into school. So therefore, you're not going to get access to the computer. The same thing with the phone. I have data on the phone, and I need to stay in touch with my office. So where does that the students inside there? And then you talk about, oh yes, we're doing the tablet for school program, and then we are now doing tablets that you can get to purchase. But the question, my resources, financial resources, is the businesses. Why should I take up when I look at a tablet now or a laptop in the 100 region and all that? Why should I take that up now at this point in time when my resources, I'm getting less days at work, or I don't have any days at work, or I can't afford it right now? That's the reality.
Franco, it reached a stage where this woman was saying that she had to take days off from work, to stay home so our kids can use our phone. Because the one phone them have.
I know a teacher tell me something similar to that. The kid can't use the phone until his mom get back home because the data is on her phone. And him
Yeah.
have to submit his work by going to the dean, and the dean make an arrangement with the teacher and him so he can submit him work between 10 o'clock to midnight. So him have up until 10 o'clock to make sure it reach before midnight, because midnight is a new school work him supposed to be preparing for.
Yeah. You see, one of the things that is that there's nobody time out to ask.
You see, even if you have some people say, all right, they're going to gather up some tablets and, bring to schools, maybe them alma mater or whatever, it's still not enough, because Flavors mentioned something to me the other day about government should ask, other countries who make these things, to give them a supply. And in doing so, the schools them get the amount that is needed and issue them out. So it's really they're loaning it to students. They're not giving them.
Well, them can always give them, because
No,
the
I wouldn't give
minister
them.
the minister is saying, that she have 40,000 tablets.
Mm.
The population is about 500,000.
Mm.
And you are give 40, who you can give to?
I wouldn't give them. I would if every school in Jamaica have tablets, you loan them to the students, and when you finish school, you return it. Or when the online schooling finish, you return it. So you go and put a encryption on it.
Well, it is in Washington right now, because I know of a case where they do not allow the student to use their computer at home. Because they found out that there's a lot of things on their computer. They make sure that the computer that they use is for school.
Exactly.
So they can't go no other site.
Can't breach it and do nothing with it. Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, you can do that very easily.
So that's why I was sick, because my son is homeschooling right now, and him get a laptop from the school.
They give them a laptop.
Yeah, give him a laptop. Him have to carry back it in when everything finish.
Yeah.
So this is the same thing could apply to schools in Jamaica.
Yeah, you put on laptop. You put it.
Franco, that's not the problem. The problem that we just don't have nearly enough to go around.
Them get it. Them can get it. Them can get it. Them ask for that within a week. Them get all of that.
But the point that
but they're not asking.
No. The point that we raised, gentlemen, it's fine. You said yes, they can get it. There's no problem. But the problem that we not being addressed is the internet connectivity.
And I think maybe that's why they're not getting them in a what you call it, in quantity.
No, but let us look at that first. That's the thing. Because how I'm looking at it, it's simple. Whether we talk about homeschooling, we talk about working at home, what we're is that the entire island should be at a stage where you have internet connectivity right across the tapestry of the country. That's what we're saying.
Sure, yeah.
So even if this thing are over and I just said return the laptops or whatever, it means now we should be at a stage whereas no child or no person cannot be connected to the internet. We're supposed to have hotspots around the place. We should have it. Also, it's just like, for example, a development took place recently and it turned out getting the property. There was no modem and facility for computers and for internet. And then you have to get the internet guy down the road to come in and put it in. And so that's what we're saying now. Where technology is today, even if you're building a house, it should be rigged. It should be designed for internet connectivity. That's all. It should. calling the internet provider to put that in. It's supposed to be there.
I
So
don't,
it's a one.
I don't know much about
But
the two
that is
carriers.
part of my program, Teddy. I've stopped building houses and build communities where everything has to be in place. But we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
No,
I'm
you're
doing that.
right.
You see, let me take a major from Jamaica, Franco. We have a in the name OUR, Office of Noah, Regulation,
The office
whatever.
station.
They
Right, that's
regulate
correct.
the telecoms, all the utilities. They regulate them. How do they get paid?
They
They
get
get
paid
paid from money collected from these
yeah,
utilities.
yes.
So I am paying you to regulate me. What kind of regulation is that? What kind of report you can give against me and I am paying you?
Well,
Don't make any sense. No sense at all.
you know, we talk about these things every week, and we just hope that from time to time somebody will know somebody who knows somebody in the system will say, look, you know, there are persons who are saying this. Listen to what they are saying, and as you rightly said, there is not any room for transparency right there. Because if I pay you to regulate me, it means that if I withdraw my funds from you, then you know, as a regulator body, you have no voice, you have no strength.
There's something need to be done. Something need to be done, gentlemen. and quickly too. Because I always look towards the rural areas, and I just figure, you know, it's they're left out totally. You know, they're left out,
If
and
we look, if we look
and
at
it's
the
the
history
same
of
thing in
Jamaica, Franco,
Kingston. In Kingston, you know,
yes.
some areas.
If we look at the history of Jamaica, you know, the people that make it, you know, the people like the people at Teddy House now, who them fear and say, boy, the only chance me have for a picnic is to try and get them to Kingston and hope
Yeah,
that they will get a good education.
But
You know?
it's the norm, you know. It's the norm for years. It's not
Yeah,
just
but
now.
we didn't anymore because a lot of these people I hear about don't come from Kingston, but they're allowed to because of some relative or whatever. I was lucky. My father was Kingston.
You see, if the country was developing stuff,
You have to develop the whole Kingston.
exactly.
Walter Rodney wrote a very, very excellent book entitled How Europe Underdeveloped Africa. So we are taking it a step further. Is how Kingston is undeveloped in Jamaica. And in front big enough time. It's like, how do people get some? They might do them a favor. They might do them a favor.
Well, anyway, James, we're gonna leave it there so this morning.
yes. As I said, we will continue to make our voice heard. We don't want to wait until the call come home. We want it when he come home, he's comfortable.
Yeah, man.
So that is it.
So Flavius,
Yes, sir.
we are gonna send them a letter, man. We are gonna send them a letter. We've been talking too long, and we know if other people are listening, and I tell a friend and a friend and a friend that these gentlemen have been talking about this every Monday or whatever, and we still not seeing no movements. So we have to do something.
Yeah.
We have to do something.
I
So
say we have to put it here in the space.
yeah, man. We have to do something about it. Whatever help we can, put forward, we have to do it.
Yeah. Whatever we can ignite.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. All right. So it's always a pleasure talking, and like I said, we get off to a Monday morning start.
Yeah, man.
All right, cool. Thank
All
you.
right, Teddy. You have a good day, my brother. So, Flavius, tell them who's coming tomorrow.
Oh yes, tomorrow. In fact, I can talk about the week.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, tomorrow we will have another our very special guest, the president of the Garifuna Nation of Belize. Garifuna really started out in St. Vincent, but a majority of them now lives of the nation is in Belize. And the president will be with us tomorrow. On Wednesday, we'll be having from St. Lucia, another powerful lady of the Caribbean. She is a tourism magnate from St. Lucia. First lady to become the president of the Caribbean Hotel and Tourism Association. So she will be with us on Wednesday. Thursday, very excited Thursday, we're having cook and curry, and we are having Surinamese maroon cuisine. So that is on Thursday, and
With Miss
our lady coming on
Brenda Van Dahl.
Yeah, she will be starting from the ground.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna tell us about what they cook, the plants, this, everything, benefits. So she's gonna take us through that as a first episode of the Surinamese maroon cuisine. She will be back with more as time goes on.
Mm-hmm.
And after you have seen or heard about all these nice food and ready to eat, the eating time, you're going to be having some relaxing poetry by Courtney. On Friday, we're going to have an excited musical band of drummers from Bournemouth Gardens, Jamaica to California, our university. We'll be having with us Leroy Mabrak.
The music of Mabrak.
Yes. He I grew up with him. I grew up with his music, with his band. In fact, I was even manager of that band for a short time. So that's a full week for you.
True.
So get ready. As you can see, we are on the ball.
So now
to be on the ball.
So now you have heard the guests that will be gracing the podcast for the rest of the week. Make sure you tune in. And if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. Share it. Like it as well. And click the bell, the notification bell. So whenever we're on live, you'll be the first to get your notification. So until next time, take care of yourself, your loved ones, and always remember, prayer changes things, regardless of what religion you belong to. You must pray and continue to pray. So this is Franco.
And this is Flavius saying that with the prayer, you have to praise also. And remember R&D. Respect. The world runs on respect and discipline. So until tomorrow.
Tafina to take us out.
Well, unfortunately, this is it. Till next time. Bless.
Whoa. always just speak. One word is enough, and I'm no longer so rough. I forget what I was trying to say. I no longer do what I was gonna do, but you're no good for me. That's why me know what set me a figure flee. Me have to take away myself. Me have to take away myself. Me have to hide like a thief in the night. Me have to get out of sight. Me have to take away myself. I have to take away myself. I have to utilize my wings. Show the eye clean where I is. I said, yeah, I find you very hard to resist. But this relationship I'm gonna desist. But how can I face you when all I wanna do is just taste you? I know you think I play me, I play, but soon you're gonna see the light of day. Just relax, don't move an inch. I'll be gone in a pinch. May I feel take away myself. May I feel take away myself. May I feel hide like a thief in the night. May I forget out of sight. May I feel take away myself. Take away myself. I have to utilize I wings. Show the eye a clean pair of heels. I said, yeah. Been there, done that, don't need it again, yeah. I'm not a masochist who won't play your game, yeah. To all you move, you off me way to the core. Sayonara, the hot girl gone through the door. Take away ourselves. Ah,
Well, unfortunately, this is it. Till next time. Bless.